Know the names of Vedas, all of you know. Rigved, Yajurved, Samved and Atharved. Do you remember the names of Vedas? Okay, do you remember? Okay. So I hope you have good memory and you will remember. Just repeat with me. Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, Atharvaveda. Again I am repeating, then I will ask. It's okay? It's okay? What's your good name? Rishi. And you? Aman. Okay. Do you know the meaning of Aman? Peace. Do you know the meaning of Rishi? Sage or enlightened person. Okay. So enlightened person always bring peace. Aman. So do you know each other? Yes.
Now we do.
Yeah. And after the session, just spend some time with each other. Okay? Rishi and Aman. So again, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda. Okay. Now I am asking Suvi to tell me the name of four Vedas. Yeah, it's very good. Just follow the sequence also. In which sequence I repeated. Who will follow that sequence? Yes, Sanskriti. Just Suvir again. Okay, so Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda and Atharvaveda. Is it clear to you, Rishi now? Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda. And I think all of other they know. Yeah, who's the little one? What is the name of her? Cute angel. What's your good name? You. Aryan. Arya. Wow. So in which class you are studying? In which grade you are studying? Okay. So do you also repeat the name of four Vedas? Just repeat with me. Rigveda. Arya. Repeat. Rigveda. Rigveda. Yajurveda. Samveda. Atharvaveda. Okay, done. So, how many mantras are there in Yajurveda? Who can tell me? How many mantras are in Yajurveda? How many mantras are in Yajurveda? Sanskriti. Good. Give her applause. 1975 or 1975. Okay. How many chapters are there in Yajurveda? How many chapters? The number of mantras are 1975. Yajurveda. How many chapters are there in Yajurveda? Chapters. No Sanskriti. Don't ask to your father. It will be a cheating. How many chapters are there? How much can tell? 40 chapters. How many chapters are in Yajurveda? 40 chapters. And what are the numbers of Yajurveda? 1975. Is it clear? So the last chapter is the 40th chapter, and the 5th mantra of the 40th chapter we will learn today. Because audience asked me to take this session for not only for the kids. Okay? So we will learn 5th mantra of the 40th chapter. So just all, please repeat with me. Om Tadejati Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Now who has remembered? Yeah, you have remembered? Or already you know this? Already you know it. Again, Shruti, be careful. Havishkit. Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Remember? Yes. Then speak if you have remembered. Tadejati Sanskrit. Very good. Devika. Tadejati Ture Tadvantike. Vedash, I have given you a lot of time. Now I have asked you. It's very good. And it would be a little bit tough for you. I don't want you overburdened today. Okay, just remember names of 4 Vedas and gradually you will remember easily. You can, okay? So, what is the meaning of Tadejati? Meaning of Tadejati? Tadejati means God gives motion to all universe. What is the meaning of Tadejati? God gives motion to all universe. God moves all the planets, all the stars, all the galaxies. He is the who gives motion to all. Is it clear? The meaning of Tadejati? Is it clear? God gives motion to all. Clear? Then tannaijati. What is the meaning of tannaijati? Giving motion to all, himself he doesn't move. He is stable. He is immovable. He doesn't move a little bit. He is stable. Tannaijati, he doesn't move. Himself, he is immovable. Tadejati, he gives motion to all. Tannaijati, he doesn't move. Is it clear? Tadejati, tannaijati. Taddure, he is existing far and far away. Taddure, he is existing far and far away also. Taddure. Tadvantike, he is existing close, closer and closest to you also. Are you getting? Taddure, he is existing farthest away. And tadvantike, he is existing close, closer and closest to you. Is it clear? So, Tadejati, what is the meaning of Tadejati? He gives motion to all. Tannaijati, he doesn't move. Why he doesn't move? Now the question. Just let them face first. If they will not be able, then we will go to the parents. So be careful, dear parents. So why God doesn't move? This is the question. Can you guess, someone?
He is all around us and He's everywhere.
Yes, give him hand of applause. Because He is existing everywhere. He is omnipresent. A movement is possible only in a thing which is not omnipresent, which is at one place. That particular thing can be moved to the other place. The entity or the thing which is present all where, how it can be moved? Are you getting my point? So Aman, you have given a great answer. So tannaijati, he doesn't move. Taddure, he is existing farthest away also. And tadvantike, he is the closest also. He is closest, closer. Okay? So this is the meaning of first stanza, first part of the mantra. Is it clear to everyone? Now, repeat with me. Tadantarasya, sarvasya, tadantarasya, sarvasya, tadantarasya, sarvasya. Remember? Repeat. 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 Tadantarasya, sarvasya. Tadantarasya, sarvasya. What is the meaning of this? Tadantarasya, sarvasya. The meaning of this part is he is existing. He is existing in all objects. He is existing in all objects, be it animate or inanimate. He is existing in all objects, inanimate and inanimate, all the objects he is existing in. This is the meaning of Tadantarasya, sarvasya. Is it clear? Is it clear to you, Arya? He is existing in all objects. Animate and inanimate, in all objects, God is existing. Is it clear, Arya? What is clear? He is existing in all objects. Clear? Tadu, just repeat. Tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah. Tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah. Tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah. So he is existing outside of all objects as well. For example, God is existing in this mic and around this mic as well. He is existing outside of all objects as well. Is it clear? So the second part of mantra is, first is Tadejati, tannaijati, taddure, tadvantike, tadantarasya sarvasya, tadu sarvasya, asya bahyatah. So God is existing in all objects and in the outside of all objects as well. Is it clear? Clear? Meaning is clear? Avan? Rishi? Okay. So now we have understood the meaning. Firstly, we understand meaning, then we go for the recitation and chanting. So firstly we divide the mantra in parts, then we understand meaning. After having good understanding, then we go for the chanting. So now close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Make yourself aware of God's holy presence, who is existing within you, dwelling in you. Again, take a deep breath. Once again. Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Now repeat with me. Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah. Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Tadejati tannaijati taddure tadvantike. Tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya asya bahyatah. Now you can open your eyes. I hope if you will just once repeat at your home, then you will be able to, with understanding, you will be able to prepare this mantra for you. Is it clear to you with meaning? Okay. So, Vishnuji, I have time according to your schedule only 5 minutes.
12:25.
But I think I will be gifted 5 minutes more. So 10 minutes, okay. So dear students, tomorrow you are going to start your new academic session. Do you have some special plan? Some special strategy? Some new planning, some new strategy? Are you just going tomorrow to start your classes? Or do you have something special in your mind? Anyone? Some special strategy? So understand some very useful golden points. Knowledge helps you to to reach your destination. Repeat with me. Knowledge
Knowledge
helps you
helps you
to reach your destination.
reach your destination.
Do you agree? Provided if you know what your destination is. Provided if you know what your destination is. Otherwise, knowledge will not help you. So knowledge helps you to reach your destination, provided you know what is your destination. So what is your destination? If you have clarity about your destination, then only knowledge will help you, guide you, and it will bring you up to that point for which you are aiming for. If you don't have that clarity, then knowledge is just one a mental package, nothing else. So what is your destination? What is your goal? What is your target? So make sure yourself about your goal, your target, your destination. And this point is not only related with children, it is related with all of us. What is our destination? For why we are struggling far, why we are putting our whole efforts 24/7, 24/7, we are struggling, we are working, we are putting our whole efforts in our life. What is the purpose? What is the target? What far you are there, what you want to achieve, that clarity should be in our mind. So, dear students, you should have targets, plannings. And you may have learned that there are so many kinds of goals in our life. We can divide those goals in short-term goals and long-term goals. You know this. Short-term goals and long-term goals. So what is the short-term goal? For which, to attain that short-term goal, you are going to start your new academic session tomorrow. Keep some your short-term goal. Can I ask you that how many of you have habit to prepare the subject at home first before going to the school or uni? Whatever topic is going to cover there. Do you prepare that topic on your own at the home first? Do you have this habit? Are you understanding what I am asking? What you are going to learn today, what teacher are going to teach today there, in the class, in school or college or uni, have you gone through first on your own, at your home? Have you prepared that topic, tried your topic to prepare at home on your own? Do you have this habit? So how many of you have this habit? Raise your hand. I'm asking to raise your hand. So only Shruti. What's your good name? Sudeep and Suvir. So Sudeep, you prepare. You see the topic. Shruti also do this. Devika?
I don't do for all subjects.
Some subjects you prepare in this way, which you find hard. So you prepare yourself at home. Then you go there. And Vedash, do you have this habit? Suvir, Havishkit, Sanskriti, Rishi, Shanti, Amar. Okay, and Arya. Oh, the same age group, sitting there. Come forward. Come forward, baby. Come here. Give her a hand of applause. Come. Sit here, sit here, sit here, sit here. Okay. So, tomorrow you are going to start your academic session, so I give you my humble suggestion that make this habit. What subject, what topic teacher is going to teach you there? First, introduce that topic to yourself at home. And will it help you in class to understand topic? Will it help you? It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. When I came in this path, in American you say path. In British English we say path. Okay. So I am here practicing path. And after 11th October, when I will be in London, then I will say path. Okay? So, here, when I joined this stream, when I just switched to this line, spiritual line, then also I had gone through so many kind of learnings. Before coming in this line, I did have the habit of studying first and learning at the class second. Coming in this line, this is, I can say, when I understood that it will help me a lot, so I followed this rule very religiously. And what was the result? I didn't study out of the class, after the class. I studied before the class and in the class, that's it. There was no need to cover the subject after the class. If you have that kind of target, if you have that kind of mission, then just prepare yourself first and cover the subject in the class. And whatever questions or whatever doubts you have, if you have understanding, if you are understanding the subject at the class, in the class, then you will have self-confidence, you will have courage to raise your hand to ask questions there. And if you are not getting the subject there, not understanding the topic well there, so your low self-esteem will be low in the class, and you don't find that level of courage to raise hand to ask the questions. How many of you are not scared of or don't hesitate to ask questions in the class in school? Okay? Rishi?
Never ask questions.
You don't ask questions? Okay. Devika?
As many times as I need to.
Yeah, it's okay. If you need for the clarity for asking question, then ask. There should be no hesitation. You should not be scared of asking questions. So, if you are understanding the subject, you can ask question well. And when you will be able to understand the subject well, if you have some base, a basic understanding about the subject, then you will understand the subject at class very well. And you will have a different level of confidence than without getting scared by any teacher or your friends. Sometimes what happens that a student, they hesitate, people hesitate to perform on stage or asking some question, they hesitate. Why they hesitate? Too much. Because they think, if I would not perform well, if my question will not be sensible, and if other students will laugh at me, then what will happen? Sometimes we think like so. If my question is not sensible, so sensible, and if other students will laugh, then what will be my impression? You are there at school or in the class to impress others or to learn there, to learn the subject there. What is your target there? Learning is the target, or to impress everyone, male or female, whatever. What is the target? Learning is the target. I We are not there at the classroom to impress others, even not to teacher. The target is learning. If you are focused on learning, everyone will be impressed. Are you getting my point? If you are focused on your subject, if you are preparing hard, if you are asking the questions, if you are raising the questions, the teacher will be impressed or not. Other students will be impressed or not. When we ask questions, so many our colleagues or friends can laugh. What do you think those are laughing? Do they know the answer of the question which I am asking? Even without knowing the answer, people laugh. So what should I think about that? Are you getting? So if you prepare your subject well, or try to prepare your subject at home, and if you are with planning, go to the school, at the classroom, and if you ask the questions there without hesitation, without any fear. So you can prepare your whole topic there in the classroom. I prepared, not coming before in this line, but coming up in this line, I prepared whole topic in the class. After the class, I did study. I just helped my friends to understand the topic. I tried to taught them, but not for myself. That was covered before and in the class. Is it clear? So dear student, would you like to start your academic sessions with this new strategy? What I have asked you first, do you have some new planning or strategy? So just try to understand the benefits of introducing the topic at home yourself. Then you will find that the level of your confidence, everything is boosted. And you will be able to cover the topic in the class itself. How many of you find that it can be useful thing? Okay? Yes, dear.
Just going to give a tip on how to do well in class.
Pardon?
How to do well in class, for example. One thing that I would do is if you know what's going to be in class, or if you don't know what's going to be in class for the next session, just email the professor or the teacher and ask them what's going to be covered in class so you know ahead of time.
Sudeep. So he is one step forward. He email, if you don't know the topic, what teacher is going to teach in the next class, he email and ask the teacher in the next class what you are going to teach. This is very good. So I think among you, the Sudeep may be the senior one. You are pursuing your aeronautical engineering, which year? Second year. So kids learn from the experience of your senior. Okay? So time, I have taken much time. So I hope you have found this session for both. Was it useful for others? Okay, thank you very much. Be happy.